You've been wasting my time, Varric. It stops now.
Seeker, you wound me.
The champion nearly starts a war, and you're all too happy to bury it beneath your words. You will tell me about the Qunari.
What's left to say? The Arishok was killed and a champion crowned.
And yet we had Orlesians threatening sanctions of every kind and measure. What happened at Chateau Hain? What happened with Talis?
You've heard about her?
We had someone there, but they lacked your access. Whatever Talis was to the champion, it seems like it angered a nation.
Thousands of lives were at stake, Seeker.
Perhaps one still is.
Nicely non-specific. All right, let me set the scene. An ambush, an invitation, a hunting party. All because of Talis.
And of course, there's no one.
All I know is it had something to do with you and nobles. Edge is usually very reliable.
That's what you get for listening to someone named Edge.
Maybe he got lost. I get lost all the time. Usually I just change where I'm going.
Feels like an ambush.
Why? It's not always an ambush. All right. Maybe sometimes it's an ambush.
And there is the champion of Kirkwall. You die today.
Oh!
Kill her! Kill all of them!
Well, what are you waiting for?
Who the bl-
So much blood!
Sloppy. You'd think the crows would be better at this. They've been doing it for ages.
I appreciate your help.
I doubt you needed it, but you're quite welcome. My name is Talis, and I've been looking for you.
Looking for me?
Looking for the woman who has an invitation to Chateau Hain, to be specific.
Oh, that's what Edge was on about. You remember? Duke Prosper, the one who fawned all over you at the Champion of Kirkwall banquet. He talked about a hunt.
I doubt I'd go to such a thing.
I was hoping you'd reconsider. The Duke is a delightful host, or so I hear.
Let me guess, this isn't just a social call?
I need to relieve him of something he has no right to possess. And I can't do it alone.
You want to rob him?
Well, stealing from Orlesians is never wrong. Or so I've been told.
This isn't how I was planning to ask you this. I was picturing an introduction with less blood.
What makes you think I steal things just because people ask me to?
Well, I would.
I may have talked you up a bit. Maybe more than once.
Oh, Varric.
Or I could tell everyone how you slaughtered your way through half of Kirkwall.
All I've heard is that you get things done. I'm hoping that's true.
I suppose there's no harm in hearing you out.
Looks like they were right about you.
By they, I assume you mean me?
Evidently.
So tell me, what exactly is it you want to steal?
A jewel. The Duke thinks it's valuable, and it is. Just not in the way he believes. What's more, he shouldn't have it in the first place. He who wishes to walk on water must first learn to swim. Come with me to Chateau Haine. I'll explain everything on the way. If nothing else, you get fine wine and fancy company. But I hope you want more than that.
Don't forget to loot the bodies. Do I ever?
Do you really need to pillage the dead?
Pillage and plunder is half the fun.
The jewel we're after is called the Heart of the Many.
Interesting name.
Interesting jewel. All I care about is getting it away from the Duke. Here's the problem. The heart is in a vault, behind who knows what kind of traps. Protected by a private army of Orlesian chevaliers. All inside a fortress that was designed to be impregnable. And let's not forget, it's on the side of a mountain, in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by monsters.
Andrastes, dears Prosper. When is this going to get started?
Presently. All right, everyone? You all know the tradition, yes? The first to find and slay a wyvern wins the honors of the evening. And bragging rights, of course. Good luck to you all.
I'm here by invitation. Would you tell your master that I've arrived?
Ah, the champion of Kirkwall. These are honored guests. Please excuse Gahir. A polite bodyguard is a contradiction in terms, or so I am told.
A chastened? Here?
Ah yes, you are Ferelden, aren't you? You would know these people.
The Wilders are cannibals, among other things.
I will have to take account of the guests once the hunt is done, then. And who is this lovely specimen?
You flatter me, Your Grace.
And I see you brought assistance, already armed and armored. Wonderful. I must say, your presence is a surprise. When we spoke at the banquet, you seemed uninterested when I mentioned our hunt.
I was more interested in getting to know you better, Your Grace.
Then I am a lucky man indeed. At any rate, I won't keep you from the hunt. Wouldn't want you to fall behind the others, yes?
I don't think I've ever encountered a wyvern before.
And why would you? There are exceptional beasts, magnificent cousins to the mighty dragon. My only advice? Beware their poison. It's the deadliest thing about them, as well as the most valuable.
Their poison is valuable.
Indeed. From it can be brewed Aquae Lucidius, a libation adored even by the Empress herself.
You'd think she'd be against drinking poison, on principle.
Her Imperial Majesty's many things. Careful not being one of them. But here you are wasting valuable time on questions. Do you wish the others to beat you to the prize?
It will be an interesting diversion, I'm sure.
Good luck to you, my lady. Remember, fortune favors the bold. Do not mind my chasing bodyguard. I do not keep him for his eloquence.
Don't tempt fate. Make sure you are properly armed before you set out.
You have come a long way to join our Duke, Sirrah. You'll pardon me for saying that you do not seem like a hunter. A word of caution since you are new to this. Wyverns spit venom. Their victims suffer terrible pain before they die.
Death is always the result, then?
Depending on exposure, it may take days. But yes, death is always the outcome if the poison isn't treated.
Since people hunt these creatures successfully, I imagine there's a trick to learn.
Ah, there are many tricks. It is best not to face the beasts head-on. Flank them. Blind them if you can.
I'm more than a match for whatever these lizards can do.
Good day to you, Sarah. I'm sure you'll have great luck when it comes to the hunt.
Please, stop making such a fuss.
So these are the hunting grounds.
Do we need a lure? What do wyverns like?
We just need to look for signs and be careful. We get this over with, we get into the keep.
And that's where the jewel is?
That's where the jewel is.
Which of these lizards do we drag back to the Duke so we can get to the drinking?
Do dragons and wyverns even mix? I don't think so.
So if we drop part of this in the right spot, we might lure a wyvern out to protect its territory.
Good thought. Do that.
And here I thought Orlesians only hunted other Orlesians for horrendous crimes against fashion.
Just ignore them. You'd think, now what's this? Is that wyverns mating?
Could we mimic that?
No. Oh, the sound. Right, yes. I can try that.
Add it to what we have already. Is it enough to draw one out of hiding?
I'd say so. A little one. Probably all we need. In the right spot, no doubt.
I think we found something. We've a hint of the beast! After it!
There is something in there. A nest, perhaps.
What in Andraste's name were those?
Ghasts. Cave creatures. They don't come out on the surface much, however.
Hungry for hunters, perhaps?
Well, they smell like rotten eggs.
Cold. Oh, blessed Andraste, thank you. I thought I'd die out here. I've been trapped here since last night.
Were you injured? Why were you out here?
The gas that chased me here got a few scratches in. But I'll heal. The truth told, I'm not looking for the Wyvern. I'm a scholar from Cumberland, researching an Avar cult that once lived here. They worship the Lady of the Skies to the exclusion of all other gods. I'm searching for their shrine.
Maybe I can look for it while I'm hunting.
Rumors say they were driven from their last refuge. They left a great treasure in the goddess's keeping. But the mountain has defeated me. Please, take my research and see if you can do anything with it. I will try to make it back to camp. Good luck to you, Sarah.
Can I just imagine that wyverns are small, completely non-poisonous bunny-like creatures?
Not unless you picture it eating you.
Spoil sport.
The sooner we get the hunt over with, the sooner we'll be at the chateau to finish this. Fare ye well, the mighty hunters.
Would you tell your uncle to leave me alone? He's often inappropriate.
How so?
Please don't make me go into the details.
I'll see what I can do. And thank you for not breaking his legs.
I don't beat on the elderly, and I really don't want to touch him. How are you two even related? It boggles the mind.
That must be the altar that weird old guy mentioned. What do his notes say? I guess that scholar was right about something. I've got kind of a bad feeling about this place, though. I told you not to mess with it.
A lot of blood. Would that be prey or from a wyvern itself?
I've heard they fight for dominance. Can't be gentle.
Maybe we can use some to draw out rivals.
Sylvain! Here, boys! Have you seen a pair of coursers? I've been calling and calling, but it is no use. Nicodemus should know better. But Sylvain never had an ounce of sense in his head.
Slow down and tell me what happened.
My hounds have disappeared. They took off after a stag, and the Maker only knows where they've gotten to now. Please, you must help me find them.
If I see your dogs, I'll let you know.
May Andraste guide you. Nicodemus! Blood of Andraste, where are those hounds?
You want to just stand back and watch? Should be good for a few laughs.
Never mind this lot.
Oh shit. Literally.
There you go, Hawk. It seems we're on the trail.
Too bad the trail isn't upwind.
Look, I think he wants us to follow him.
Varric,
You called?
I notice you don't have a nickname for me.
I call you Hawk. You've probably heard it once or twice.
But that's my name. It's not like Daisy or Blondie.
All right, Waffles. You really want a nickname? I can hook you up.
Waffles? That's unexpected.
Oh, a wyvern kill. Some kind of holla or something.
That could be a tunic.
Don't know, don't care. It's bait they liked for some reason.
Watch it. Gas hole.
A what hole?
A scholar might call it something else. But they don't know they're ghasts from a hole in the ground. Can't say I really want to meet the source of that sound.
See that? We should be on our guard.
Looking for clues.
Well, that's fragrant. I'll be staying upwind from now on.
Ooh, nug bones. I wonder if a nug call would help attract a wyvern.
You know a nug call?
You go elbow deep in wyvern shit, and I'm the weird one?
We must have enough to bait a trap now.
In the right spot, no doubt. Wait, what happened to the birds and everything?
Disgusting.
Well, the trail suggests wyverns just love this place to bits. If we were going to find one, it'd be here.
Bloody things.
I think that's the last of them. For now.
How many are there usually?
A gasling nest can often be 100 or more. Just be thankful we're not underground. Oh no. Wyvern poison. I'm almost certain. Poor thing.
We'll have to leave him here.
We could tell his owner where he is. I don't know that it'll help much, though. He looks worse. Do you think he's in a lot of pain?
I'll put him out of his misery.
You think we should tell his owner? Yes, I think this would be the place to find a wyvern. And room enough to kill the thing without getting sat on. They're not stupid, though. We'll need some really good bait.
Think we have enough bait to draw one in?
More than enough. Careful, though, with this much bait, we might have our hands full. But it'd sure be fun.
Lay it all out. I'm bringing the Duke a trophy to talk about.
Yes! I mean, if you're sure. Let's get to it. We've a lot of stuff to lay out, for starters. Right, now the blood. What? The prey needs to be moving, doesn't it? Okay, I'll do the sound. You get ready. Don't look at me while I do this.
Was that good?
You want to do it? Didn't think so.
Well, that doesn't look so bad. You go first.
Nothing to worry
Let's finish this! Let's finish this!
If it isn't the Ferelden turnip. They say you are a champion of some backwater city in the east. Quite an achievement, I'm sure. I suggest you run along with your servants while you have the chance. This wyvern was mine to kill, not yours. Mine! 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 I paid good coin to be the one who wins this contest. It was my turn!
You had your chance, Orlesian, and you failed.
You dare talk to me in such a fashion?
You do realize this woman has nasty little thugs like you for breakfast, I hope?
More insolence! From a knife ear this time! I can't take no more of this. Kill them all! We can say the wyvern was too much for them.
Now, what is going on here?
Prosper! This blasted she-bitch tried to steal my rightful kill!
Now, is that any way to speak of the champion of Kirkwall, Baron?
This is your fault for inviting a stinking turnip in the first place! Your mother would be ashamed!
Says the man whose mother has slept with half of Valchevin. My apologies. Arlange has always been a cheat. What would you have done with him?
You're not suggesting...
Why not? You believe Arlange would have stopped short of murder, given the chance?
Something on your mind?
Just let him go. He's not worth your time, Hawk.
My word, such mercy.
He can't be more than he is, that's all. You've bested him.
I've no interest in more bloodshed.
You hear that, Arlange? It behooves you to leave while you still can.
Fine. I will go.
Congratulations on finding the Wyvern. It looks like a fine one indeed. There will be a celebration in the chateau courtyard. Do attend when you're ready.
You let him go?
I think I got
That was
on my coat.
very merciful.
That's Hawk. Merciful.
We should go to the chateau. Time to practice your table conversation.
I've always meant to ask, Varric. When we met in the Merchant Guild, you seemed to be waiting for me.
That's a statement, Hawk. What's your question?
Were you waiting for me?
Actually, I meant to catch you before you saw Bartrand.
But you knew I'd be there.
Maybe I wasn't obvious about this already, but finding out things I'm not supposed to know is pretty much what I do.
What did you do to Nicodemus? I've never seen Sylvain so worked up before.
The dog was poisoned. I put him out of his misery.
You killed my champion hound? I demand satisfaction.
Is everyone all right?
Well, that was unexpected. Champion of Kirkwall? Fancy title.
Not that fancy.
So, do you get a stipend? They let you rule the city?
I'm not sure someone can rule that city.
I do not see the appeal.
Is your family really from Kirkwall? I heard you were Ferelden.
My mother's family is from Kirkwall. We left for Eldon during the Blight.
Makes sense. Did you know the Warden?
No. Someone told me she even came to Lothering, but if so, I never saw her.
Well, I suppose you believe yourself special. They often do.
I don't have to prove anything, because I already did.
Right. Done with the wyverns. And various nonsense. Back to the chateau?
We're here for a reason. Let's take care of it.
I'm with you. I had a quick look around. There's one door into the castle that isn't under heavy guard.
I hear a butt coming.
I can't get it open. And believe me, I tried. Bent a nice set of lockpicks in that stupid door. One of the Duke's guardsmen must have the key. They wouldn't just lock themselves out of the castle. I hope.
I don't think we want to go digging through a guard's pockets in front of the Duke's guests.
I agree. We need to handle this quietly.
Let's split up then. We can cover more ground that way.
Talus and I will look for the key. In the meantime, scout out the castle for another way in.
Let's see what we can find out. Come on.
Your Grace, this is the event of the season.
You have truly outdone yourself this time, Prosper.
Ah, at last our mighty heroine. The champion of Kirkwall has the honor of first kill this day. To hunt the Wyvern on its own ground is to tempt fate. A terrible risk. But the prize... I present to you this belt crafted of fine Wyvern skin. Wear it well and accept the accolades you're due.
Thank you, Duke Prosper. I'm proud to be here.
Your humility, my dear Hawk, does you great credit. Do not mind Leopold. My pet is always so temperamental before dinner.
Leopold, is it? I didn't know Wyverns could be tamed.
Tame is perhaps too strong a word. My friends, I officially welcome you all to Chateau Hain. Enjoy a taste of Orlesian hospitality.
I see several men who might be captains in the Duke's Guard. One of them should have a key.
And how do you propose we get it from them?
Paris. We ask nicely and tell them we'll give it right back.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind. Orlesians are such pleasant people. The famous wishing fountain at Chateau Hain. Mother had a whole collection of these Orlesian caprice coins she wanted to cast in there.
She wanted to throw away a coin collection in the fountain? Why?
It's some sort of high society game. The more coins you can throw away, the more important you are, or something. It's very... Orlesian. I didn't ask.
Is something the matter?
I've come a long way to visit the legendary Chateau Hain. I'd be devastated to leave without seeing inside.
I've heard the music room is the envy of Orlais.
And the... ballroom is the single greatest example of... flooring in Thedas.
I'll die if I don't view those treasures with my own eyes.
Well, we can't have guests expiring. I'll see about getting you a tour.
Let me handle him. As soon as I have the key, we can signal the others.
My, what a big sword you have. Do they give those to all the chevaliers? So impressive.
Lovely party. Well?
He doesn't have it.
What?
He forgot he'd given the key to one of the servants. What kind of guard forgets that he's locked himself out of the castle?
Don't worry, Talus. We'll find this servant.
Right. Nothing to worry about. This can still work. So, let's find the servant. How many could there be?
Well, he is Orlesian.
I'm trying to stay positive, you know.
Maker's breath. The rest of the free marches must be Delance.
Mother used to love these coins. She never got to bring hers to the fountain.
Why not?
You don't get invited to fancy Orlesian parties when you marry an apostate.
My. I never thought you'd actually attend, champion.
Honestly, I didn't plan on it either, but here I am.
I'm glad you came. Otherwise I'd be talking to the Delances. All the soap in Thedas couldn't make me clean after that. What do you think of the party so far?
Recommendations for people I should shut up?
The gentleman over there is Ban Tegan of Ferelden, younger brother of the Earl of Redcliffe. And of course, there's Lord Cyril, Duke Prosper's son.
Who are the worst in the crowd?
Do you see the two young ladies over there? That's Babette and Fifi de Lancey, daughters of the Comte de Lancey. Don't make eye contact. You'll thank me later.
I've never seen anything like it.
So polite. That's certainly one way to put it.
We should probably go mingle a bit more.
Of course. We'll speak later, Lady Elegant.
I heard that Lord Cyril has a different suit of woven mail for every day of the week.
Why is he talking to that old hag and the dog lord? He's too good for such filth.
The dog lover fought in the night.
You're blocking my view of the Atlantic.
Another caprice. How many of these are there, I wonder?
Shut up, hag!
Flabby fishwife. I said hush. Smile! Champion, I cannot thank you enough for your kindness to my poor Emile. He is very sullen about all this. I hope he does not try to escape again. The Templars, they will not be so understanding the second time.
He may not be happy about it, but the Circle is the best place for him.
You have been very patient. My thanks on behalf of all my family, Messer.
Is that the champion of Kirkwall?
She can't be. She's far too pretty to have fought Canary.
Perrin, stop talking. You're making my head hurt. My word, has anyone ever told you you're the spitting image of the champion of Kirkwall?
My name's Hawke. I didn't get your name, sir.
Maker's breath. Now I feel like an idiot. I should have realized. I'm Ban Tegan Gerrin.
Who is this woman, Tegan?
I beg your pardon. Isolde, this is the champion of Kirkwall. Hawke, allow me to present our lesser Isolde.
Tegan, I must speak with you right now about the horrible thing Dulce de Lancey said.
Of course. Please, excuse me, Messer Hawke. A pleasure to meet you. If you speak to Ban Perrin, I don't advise you to bring up the Chantry, or knickers.
Stand back.
The hunt was spectacular, was it not?
I'll have to go to the kitchens again soon.
The champion of Kirkwall is here. Who's she with? Do you know her?
I'm afraid not.
Well, her hair is gorgeous. I wonder who does it for her.
Hawke, do you even know why you're picking these coins up?
Sister Nightingale? Champion, it is good to see you again under less dire circumstances. Tallis?
Leliana, it's so lovely to see you again.
You look stunning this evening. Your hair is darling. Did you do it yourself? I get the distinct impression you've met before.
Oh, briefly. A long time ago.
You meet all sorts of people in Orlais. It keeps life exciting. Well, I'm glad you two had this chance to chat.
Yes, it was very fortuitous. We shouldn't take up more of your time, Leliana. I'm sure you have things that need attention. Right now.
Champion, what a surprise.
Seneschal, dear, introduce me to your delicious friend.
Serendipity. This is Sirrah Hawke.
Awkward. So, can we talk about something else now?
It's been delightful meeting both of you.
Don't be a stranger.
Put what you found to good use. I've discovered more social interests.
An excellent party, I'm sure.
Well, you certainly stumbled into good fortune.
Can I interest you in some Antivan olives? Or I have some smoked ham from the Androfels. They say it tastes of despair.
Wait, does it really? How can ham taste like despair? Why would anyone eat it if it did?
That's what the importer said. They all talk like that. This wine has notes of oak and springtime. This cheese tastes of sorrow.
Thank you, miss. None for me at the moment.
Nobody has wanted anything. Olive duty is the worst job. I must have offended the cook.
I don't suppose we could have a peek at the kitchens. I'd love to see this hopeless dish in all its glory.
I don't know. I shouldn't leave my post.
I promise we won't tell a soul. Just a quick look.
I suppose I could get you a very quick look. The upstairs maids will be so jealous when they find out. Very well. Follow me.
I know, right? They treat you like part of the furniture. I'm surprised they don't sit on us.
Avoid the cheese plate. Terrible. Have you got the key?
I'm usually better at this. She didn't have the key either. This isn't supposed to be so complicated.
Don't beat yourself up about this, Chalice. We'll find a way in.
I hope so. The servant says she gave it to the Duke's son, Lord Cyril. Let's find him and hope he didn't pass it on to his father. So, Lord Cyril.
Excellent. Join us, champion. We were just discussing your famous confrontation with the Kunari leader.
You must tell us the tale. It was the talk of Denerim for months.
You have never been to Chateau N, yes? Please, allow me to give you this caprice. It's an old custom. My mother spoke often of Leandra. They were great friends when they were young. It's a shame neither could be here.
Where are your knickers this time, Perrin?
Shut up, you painted shrew!
What entertaining manners our guests have. Don't you agree, Hawk?
Tallis here has been asking such fascinating questions about the garden, but I can't answer them.
I suppose I can do my duty for the family and show her around.
No, I don't have the cheese tray. You're mistaking me for... I was hoping we could... Fine, I'll put that in the trash.
That wyvern blood has some kick, doesn't it?
This is officially my worst night ever.
Not Lord Cyril's type?
Maybe he just doesn't like elves. Or women. Well, you've got one of those factors covered. He has the key. Go get it. What? It's your turn, Hawk. Go on.
This won't take long.
Just try not to make a mess of him, please? So good luck with that.
Thanks.
Tell the elf that her pleas are for nothing. She's pretty enough, I suppose. No doubt there are some men who would like that sort of thing.
You have it! Tell me you have it.
I have it.
Good, then we can find the jewel and get this over with.
You don't sound that excited.
It's simply been a long time coming. That's all.
This jewel is that important to you?
Yes, I suppose it is. I want this part of my life finished.
This is our best chance, while everyone is occupied.
Right you are.
Done.
What in the name?
There's no need for you to die today, friend. Just move on. You never saw us. You could have walked away.
Is something wrong?
I didn't want to kill him.
I've seen you kill several men.
There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. Enough. We're here for the heart. I'd like to do this quietly. Alert as few guards as possible. What do you think?
It'll be quicker to fight our way through.
Very well. If you insist. Let's move. And here we are. That could have been less trouble.
Shouldn't we get the others?
How? We have to do this while we have the chance.
Let's find this jewel of yours, then. Pirate medallion. I wonder if Isabella knows anything about it. Hard in Hightown too. Even harder. Barrett will want to know about this.
Needless death, not cause it. What if there are others? I can't turn back. I have to do this.
This is about the guard. He gave you no choice.
I know. Still, it... Let's finish what I've started.
All set. That tea was too cold.
Oh, of course. It's either too hot or too cold.
Or a bed's either too soft or too lumpy.
Nothing is ever just right with her. What a bitch.
You didn't try the cheese, did you?
Are you joking? It tastes of despair. I'm not a madman.
You dropped the pie.
I'm sorry, monsieur. It's all squashed and one of the hounds took a bite of it.
It's really not that bad. Just put it back on the plate and cover it up with some gravy.
Donan punched like he never punched before. That should do it.
This is it.
It's never as easy as it seems, is it?
I swear I didn't know. There must be some sort of switch.
Something wrong?
I don't know.
Yes.
Don't fret, my dear.
Yes, this qualifies as wrong.
It's not over yet.
But it is over. I knew who you were the moment you arrived. Assassin.
Assassin? I knew it.
You did?
You've been acting strangely ever since we arrived.
Clever girl. Have you also deduced that your elven friend is Kunari?
You're Kunari?
It's complicated.
That's what I get for trusting so quickly.
Look, I came to stop the heart from doing something we will all regret. She didn't. Leave her out of this.
And waste all the effort I spent luring you here before the heart's arrival? Don't be foolish.
Assez hasatra mas.
Mas havas trasokolon. Take them away.
The elf was Kunari.
And the dwarf has no beard. I know, it made no sense to me either. Maybe they cut her horns off.
The Kunari are not a race. They are a religion. What I don't understand is why a Kunari agent would try to kill one of her own people. And why involve the champion?
Excellent questions.
I expect answers to match.
I live to please.
You're angry, aren't you? Look on the bright side. The Duke didn't have us killed. That's gotta be worth something, right? Unless he has something worse planned.
So that's your idea of making it up to me?
Not really, no. Just trying to cheer you up.
You know what would cheer me up? The truth.
I am sorry. This didn't work out like I'd planned. Obviously.
What was your plan, exactly?
The one I expected to find is named Salit, a member of the Ben Hasrath, the Heart of the Many. I was told he's here to sell secrets to the Orlesians, and I came to stop him. I suppose I was misinformed.
So you came here to stop this elite from betraying your people?
You probably won't believe me, but this isn't a political mission. It's personal.
What do you mean?
Salit was my best Rathari, the one who recruited me into the Ben Hasrath. My tutor. He's the one who saw my potential, convinced me that I could make a difference. It doesn't matter now.
But you said he was selling secrets.
He is. Or at least he intends to. One last act of defiance. I can't let him do that. Not when he'll hurt so many others in the process.
You mean he'll hurt other Kunari?
Not every Kunari is a soldier, you know. There are tens of thousands of farmers, artisans, craftsmen. People who have never hurt anyone. People whose only crime is living. They don't deserve what he's going to do to them. But it's more than my duty to stop Salit. It is my moral obligation.
You mentioned the Heart of the Many before, but you said it was the name of the jewel.
It's also what Ben Hasrath means. Some people say we're enforcers, that keep the Kunari in line, but that's not it. It's hard to explain.
Try.
We're the soul of the Kun. We keep its spirit alive and protect it, from both outside and from within. Not every Kunari agrees, nor do they always do what is best for all. The Ben Hasrath remind us of our common goal.
You make them seem almost peaceful.
It's not always meant to end in violence. There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. I probably don't sound very convincing.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you're one of these Ben Hasrath.
I am. Or, I was. Whether I ever am again, I guess that remains to be seen.
Is that why you're here? To redeem yourself?
Not to them. Doubt is the path one walks to reach faith. To leave the path is to embrace blindness and abandon hope.
Another Kunari proverb?
She who swallows wisdom in tiny chunks avoids choking.
So did you really involve me just because I had an invitation?
You were the only one on the invitation list who wasn't a personal friend of the Montfort family. And you're also the champion of Kirkwall, and a Ferelden with no reason to love Orlais.
And what was going to happen when all this was over?
I thank you, we go our separate ways.
Really? I wouldn't notice a thing?
Truth? You're not exactly what I was expecting. I've heard a few stories about you. They don't quite do you justice. Perhaps if I'd done my homework, I would have known more about you. Given you the respect you deserve. Nothing I could do about it now.
I assume you have some sort of plan?
I always have a plan.
A good one?
Oh, ye of little faith. The first order of business is getting out of here before His Grace decides we would taste good in the soup. Or whatever he has planned. Any ideas?
We didn't come here alone, remember?
Oh, I give up. We've been through every inch of this place twice, and there's no sign of them.
Or we've been through the same 20 feet of this place about a dozen times. It's hard to tell, Ravani.
We should have gone treasure hunting in Wildervale instead.
You're still upset that you couldn't swipe a drink from the party, aren't you?
That's it. I'm officially tired of waiting to be rescued.
Why didn't you just do that before?
You said your friends were coming.
Hawk, you're all right. Of course you're all right.
Let's get out of here.
So, back through the castle then?
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army. I'll show you.
Here's your equipment, Hawk. Laying around in a locked chest.
Then we should head for the caves. That's the way out I plan to take us through. Unless you want to carve your way out through the Duke's army.
We'll see.
So we're going to keep following her. Wonderful.
Allow me. It's up to you which way you want to go, Hawk. I'll help you either way.
Must they bless you.
My eternal thanks.
You're such a slave driver.
They're escaping!
Let's hope this escape route works.
If we get to the caves, we'll be safe. I think.
Well, that's the last of it. When I'm through with this hack, he'll wish he'd never picked up a pen. There's something written on the back of this page, Hawk. I think they're directions. Want to check it out?
I told you not to take it apart. What's that to do with the price of beads? It's the curse what got us.
Quit arguing. Some of us are doomed to listen to you go on forever.
Yo! Ho!
What did you call me? Who said that?
Captain! Captain Isabella, sir! Over here!
That statue is talking to me. That statue is talking to me.
It's me, Paisley Pete, crew of the Wicked Dancer. Helped you board that Navaran brig.
I remember your help. I also remember that your Captain Maldine tried to claim all the booty.
Aye, and then Maldine put a curse on us, the scurvy bastard. Only another sea captain can lift it.
How could a sea captain turn you to stone?
The captain's a Maleficar.
He always said he was calling down curses on those who wronged him. But we didn't believe it.
He was a lying, cheating, scurvy bastard. Can't blame us for crossing him.
What triggered the curse? And how does a sea captain figure in?
We sort of broke something that wasn't ours so we could divvy it up. And now it needs to be put right.
Only a sea captain can do it, though. Anyone else who tries will end up like us.
And how did 3 stone pirates end up this far inland? Inside a duke's estate?
We borrowed some cargo from Maldine. Thought Prosper could buy the treasure off us. But the curse caught us.
The Duke left us here as a warning to others. Or because it's funny.
You're the one they need. The decision is yours.
They're lying, thieving rat bastards. Pirates. What do you expect? Let's hear them out.
We captured a sloop out of Antiva City, the Majestic. Mostly, she was carrying silks to Orlais. But in a strongbox, hidden in the silks, was the Dagger of the Four Winds.
The Dagger of the Four Winds? It's just a legend.
Maker's truth, Captain. It's as real as life.
So you took this artifact from the Antivans, and it turned you to stone?
Captain Maldine didn't want nobody taking the dagger and jumping ship, so he put a spell on it.
He said any blighter who took it from a rightful captain would turn to stone. But who believes in curses?
We pried the jewels off the hilt to sell them to the Duke. Then the curse caught up with us. Put the dagger back the way it was. And you can set us free.
No promises. Come on, Hawk. Let's look for this mythical dagger.
Let's finish this!
See? Caves. Just like I said.
A dark, musty cavern. Wow, you sure know where all the good parties are.
How did you know about this? I stole old plans from the Fourth Blight. This was a retreat, they called it. At any rate, there's an exit that leads out onto the mountainside. That's your way out.
Done with my hospitality already, are we? Such a shame.
It's not that we don't appreciate the accommodations, but you know how it is.
Alas, it's too soon for my guests to leave. You will miss the main event.
I could live with that.
No, I am afraid you couldn't.
Just let her go, Prosper. It's me you want.
What I want is to ensure you cannot further hinder my plans. Do your job and kill them, Chasin. Is that not why I keep you around?
That is it! Hold them! I'm releasing the pets!
If we get to the caves, we'll be safe. I think.
Well, that's the last of it. When I'm through with this hack, he'll wish he'd never picked up a pen. Well, there's something written on the back of this page, Hawk.
I told you not to.
Aye, and then Maldine put a curse on us. He was a lying, cheating, scurvy bastard.
Only a sea captain can do it. But make us truth, Captain.
Treasure vaults. Wonder what Prosper keeps in here. Each door needs its own rune, I think. I think if you put the right runes in there, it'll make them into something new.
Oh, stop. You're such a tease.
There is something odd about that painting. What do you think, Hawk?
I've never seen an emerald this perfect before. It's got to be the Jewel of the North Wind.
we get past the barriers. I think we're supposed to flip them all like that. I think we're supposed to flip them all like that. I think we're supposed to flip them all like that. I think we're supposed to flip them all like that. I think we're supposed to flip them all like that. Oh, I think we're supposed to flip them all like that.
Done with my hospitality already, are we? Such a shame.
All we want is to get out of here, Duke Prosper. Let us through.
Is that all you want? I don't think it's all she wants.
You've made your point. Don't make this worse than it needs to be.
Odd. I was about to say the same thing to you.
Just let her go, Prosper. It's me you want.
What I want is to ensure you cannot further hinder my plans. Do your job and kill them, Jason. Is that not why I keep you around?
That is it! Hold them! I'm releasing the pets!
Here we go!
We're getting out this way now.
Oh, I don't know. Some lockpicking, maybe a few hours, and... Oh, you're probably right.
We'll have to go back down and through the caves I mentioned before. Although I wonder why the Duke's bodyguard ran off like that.
The Duke left him.
I suppose we'll find out soon enough. See? Caves. Just like I said.
A dark, musty cavern. Wow, you sure know where all the good parties are.
Got everything from the chateau? The way those rocks look, I don't want to test this path more than once.
That little pest scuffed my boots.
Now we know where the ghasts came from.
We'll have to fight through them. At least they'll slow down the Duke's men as well.
Get ready!
Let's make this quick.
That's odd. I could swear there was... Trust me.
Talus!
The Circle are not the only ones who know how to break a mage.
You'll do Prosper's bidding after he left you here.
I do not fight for him. The Duke is a fool. His enemies a posturing, guileless lot. But you are worth testing. Prosper can fight his own battles, and I shall choose mine.
Follow my lead! Get back! If we kill them, we stop!
Missed! That would have been a nice shot, too. You didn't think I was leaving, did you? That was bracing.
I thought you'd left.
Nonsense. I found a way around. I said I'd get you out of here, and I meant it. Let's keep going. The exit can't be much further.
There's a lake? In the middle of the mountain?
The retreat needed to house hundreds of people during the Blight, if not thousands. Can't do that without fresh water.
But it's an entire lake.
Oh, that. I have no idea.
So it's underground. They happen. Do only dwarves know these things?
Done.
Our little hawk is growing up, Raveni.
Burglary and espionage. We should have hired a painter to get her portrait so we can remember this day forever.
Next thing you know, she'll be conning guards and cutting purses without us. Oh, where does the time go?
Don't get carried away.
Carried away? Us? Perish the thought.
We are the very souls of moderation, Hawk. You know that. Well, what have we got here?
A way out. We're almost there.
Now we fight! Using potion.
And there's the way out. See? I told you I had a plan. It was a good plan. The kind that had an escape and everything.
I think you're right, Talus.
So you could go. There are, however, other options.
What did you have in mind?
I know you think I lied to you. Well, I did lie to you, but I'm hoping you can look past that. What Salit is going to do will harm so many innocents. My people, as well as yours. It's my duty to stop him. Even so, I can't do it alone. Not anymore.
Explain what's so terrible about Salit's plan.
I can't. Not completely. And yes, I know. That's a hard sell. The information Salit plans to turn over to Orlais won't just hurt Qunari, however. It will harm anyone living in Qunari lands. Even those who fled the Qunari of any race will be condemned to persecution forever.
So this isn't just some political scheme.
If only it was. I'm not here on some directive from the Qun. I came... Salit was declared Tal Vashoth, but they didn't deem intervention worthwhile. I couldn't agree. I had to try.
Doesn't that make you Tal Vashoth as well?
No. The Ben Hasrath didn't order me not to do this, but here I am anyway. I was trying to earn my way back into their good graces. This probably won't help.
Why? What did you do?
It's not easy being an elf in the Qun. You're not born to it like they are. I've struggled to find that peace, that certainty. I know it's there, I just keep falling short.
Maybe you should take that as a sign?
I used to be like you. I told myself if I never cared about anyone or anything, I could never be hurt. Life would be fun. But it wasn't. There was a hole inside me. Nothing I did ever filled it.
Oh, that's too easy.
Not everything should be easy. Don't you wonder what it would be like? A life with meaning? With purpose?
I have a purpose. I have Hawk.
Lucky you. What about you? Have you ever been a part of something bigger than just yourself?
I protect Kirkwall. Or is that not what you mean?
It's not the same thing. The Qunari have a vision of what life should be like. Free from pain and fear and doubt. You see tyranny, and I see caring and interest in the welfare of all. Yes, it could be better. But so could human indifference and cruelty. Or do you disagree?
Saying the Qunari could be better is an understatement.
Maybe. What Salit does won't help. It'll only make things worse.
What did you have in mind, exactly?
Well, we could go back, maybe have some tea with the Duke, get to know one another. Then, just as he starts to trust us, you slip a bag over his head, and we drag him to Antiva.
I hope you're not serious.
Or, we could find out when Salit is arriving, and stop him before it's too late.
You don't actually think you can finish your mission?
Alone? Probably not. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't try. Some things are worth dying for.
After everything you've already done, why would I help you again?
Because I've got your nose.
The Qun taught you that?
If I were following the Qun, I would actually have your nose. I suppose that doesn't help. If I had my way, you would never have been this involved in the first place.
I see your side. What now?
That's up to you. I couldn't force you to help, even if I wanted to. There are two paths open to us. I hope you really do understand what's at stake. Thank you, Hop.
Wait, I'm helping the Canary recover some priceless artifact. Oh, the irony.
I knew you were a worthless traitor the moment I laid eyes on you.
Baron Arlange, you really want to do this again?
You filthy turnip! You humiliated me!
Let's make this...
He was persistent. I'll give him that much.
Here we... Let's finish it! You're in trouble now!
Grab some... We got company!
Looks like a fight! Be ready!
Bianca's locked and loaded.
Why can't things be easy for once?
Talvashov. Like Salit, but for sale. He must be close.
All right, Shivs. I'll admit it. I'm surprised the Kunari employ thieves. They never struck me as the subtle type.
That's because you've only met the Antom. Armies aren't usually celebrated for their sneakiness. Also, shivs?
Yes, Shivs. So how does stealing valuables from a pompous Orlesian noble fit in with your Qun?
The eyes don't own the light, the mouth does not own the breath. Things are just things to the Qun. They belong to everyone.
Even the Tome of Koslan? That was worth starting a war over?
The tome isn't a thing anymore. It's a soul, a purpose. Like Bianca, but with pages.
Be careful!
Why is it nobody ever seems happy to see us?
Atas Shokra, Ben Hasrath.
Ebala Maras. Bendar Salit Asit.
Satarith Barak, Alat Kufir Abaz.
Atas Raval. Pana Hedan. Salit is already here. He's meeting with the Duke at the base of the mountain.
Then we're going the wrong way.
We need to get down there before it's too late.
Nicely done.
Let's get this over with, Canary, before your assassins find us. Already I regret agreeing to spare them.
I have chosen my path. That choice should not...
Bashera! I am here to facilitate your deal with the Empress. Nothing more. Well, names, Your Grace. It's a list of names. What is the meaning of this?
You asked for a weapon. I am providing it.
We expected the formula for black powder, dreadnought plans, a map of Cunandar, anything. This is useless. Your Grace. Champion. I should have known you would turn up.
I have an excellent sense of dramatic timing. And good hair.
Joke while you can. You will not find it funny for long.
Tell us.
I said I would stop you, Salit.
And I said I would slay you if you tried.
If anyone is to do any slaying, it will be me.
Kill them all!
Get ready!
You should never have come here!
Spit at you! Run like you're out!
I warned you about the venom, did I not? My one-point completion will make it my home! Hungry opponent is looking at you, John. Up to rock. Did you get a slow burn? I have more than one trick up my sleeve! To me, Leopold! How
will eat. He likes you! from me! The Empress will hear of this. Orlais will burn Kirkwall to the ground! All of you will die screaming! I swear it!
It's up to you how this ends. I can help you up, or you can fall.
And that's why you don't waste your last-minute monologuing.
Atash Varin Kata. If the Duke only knew what he nearly had in his grasp. Thank you. There's no way I could have done this without your help.
What is the scroll?
This is a list of agents throughout Thetis. Qunari, like myself. Many of them have children, family, friends. They're people you wouldn't suspect. Some have even left a Qun behind. But if this list fell into human hands, they, and everyone they know,
would be killed.
The Arcune believes they knew the risks. But what about the innocents? I couldn't let this happen.
So what now? You aren't just going to leave, are you?
You think I would fit into your merry entourage?
Let's see. Are you possessed, consorting with demons, a pathological liar?
I have 6 toes on my left foot.
Close enough.
Maybe some other time, Hawk. I still have a few things to do, but I am grateful. I want you to know that.
Maybe those agents should be discovered.
I believe in the Qun, but I am not doing this to protect the Qunari. The list doesn't distinguish innocent from guilty. It doesn't show the friends, lovers, children who... Nobody should have it.
You didn't mention that Salit was a friend of yours.
He trained me. I suppose, in a way, he saved me. I owed him a better death.
This was important.
You've been so much more than I expected.
Such as gullible?
No, I wish I'd just told you the truth right from the beginning.
That would have been interesting.
Oh, before I forget. That was going to be the heart of the many. You'd find a jewel, while I'd go off and find Salit, and be back before anyone was the wiser. I suppose nothing ever goes like we plan, does it? Take care of yourself, Hawk. Maybe we'll meet again, sometime.
Let me guess. You haven't seen Tallis since that day.
A safe assumption, given her nature.
And who is left to appease Orlais after a duke's murder at the hands of the champion of Kirkwall?
Prosper invited it by dealing with Talvashoth, possibly under orders from Empress Celine. Imagine the scandal if that was known.
If you believe a Qunari agent.
Well, that's the difficult part, isn't it? I don't know why Hawk helped Tallis. I suppose the elf did have her nose. Whatever the reason, I doubt it's the last we've seen of her. But what do I know? I just tell stories.